Hello my loves, welcome to a new video. So I thought I'd turn the camera on just to come and say hi, because it's been just over a week since I last uploaded, and I wanted to give you an update on what's been happening with me. So yeah, basically my surgery got cancelled, and I know a lot of you were, you know, looking forward to me coming back and letting you know how the surgery went, and you know, how I'm doing and stuff like that. But unfortunately the surgery got cancelled, so I'm gonna put my makeup on and talk to you about the reason why the surgery got cancelled and what the plans are moving forward. I've just got out the shower and I'm just about to put some makeup on. I'm going to do a video for you guys. I've got a really good video. I've got the biggest H&M haul I've ever done. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of makeup on. This is just like my daily, well, not daily, but my kind of more everyday makeup. Actually, it's not even just an everyday makeup. This is even if I'm going out, this is the kind of way that I do my makeup. I don't really wear foundation anymore. I'm more of a kind of just conceal any bits on my face that need concealing. So I have a little bit of redness around my nose nose area here, and just any sort of like dark parts I just kind of cover with a concealer. So I'm just gonna, I've got the mirror behind you, so that's why I'm kind of looking up and just finding any imperfections on my face, and then I'm just gonna blend this in. Okay, so basically 2 days before my surgery, so on Tuesday night before my surgery, so my surgery was on Thursday morning, the 27th of November, and on the Tuesday before, so 2 nights before, I had a bit of an accident. My knee gave way and I fell back. I fell over and fell back in my hallway onto the plug socket that had a plug-in in. So it had like one of those glass light up plug-ins that you can put wax, you can melt wax on the top, or you can put those little beady smelly things in. So I fell back really hard onto the plug socket that was kind of sticking out the wall because it had the plug-in in, and the plug-in smashed, and basically it was glass and it cut open my left bum cheek or buttocks, whatever you want to call it. And it was really, really bad. I'm a heavy girl. I fell really hard, and I really did do some damage to my left bum cheek. I split it open. I know this is probably making you feel like, ugh, but it was pouring of blood. It was really bad. It was really deep, and I was up A&E all night. A bad experience, honestly. Let me get my makeup brush. It was a bad experience at A&E because I went to A&E around, what time did I go to A&E? Around 8:30 in the evening, and 3 o'clock in the morning, I still hadn't been seen. No one had even looked at my my injury, and they were just sending me from place to place. And then once they sent me to the last place, which they said was I needed to get an x-ray, because they said they needed to check to see if there was any glass in there. I got there and there were so many people at the x-ray, and I said to them, am I going to be seen a little bit quicker, because obviously I've been here for over 6 hours and I haven't been seen yet. And they said, we're really sorry, but there's people that's been waiting here since 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh my God. So I was getting really upset because I couldn't sit down properly, because obviously my bum cheek was cut, so I was leaning on my right side, which was really painful. I couldn't stand because I can't stand for long periods of time because of my knees, and then they said we can put you in a bed down one of the corridors. And now when we made our way to the x-ray, there was corridors and corridors of sick people. And then I started freaking out because I was like, I'm meant to be having surgery tomorrow, because it was Wednesday morning by then, and I was meant to be having surgery. I had to be at the hospital at 7 a.m. in the morning. So I was just like, oh my God, what if I catch something from, you know, these sick people, because they are actually like sick, coughing and all of that stuff. And obviously I'd had an injury. So I said to my husband, I'm not willing to sit here any longer. And I left the hospital. And then on the way back home, my husband and I called 111, and then they said, by the sounds of your injury, you need to go to A&E. And I said, I've been sitting at A&E from like 8:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. It's now 3 o'clock in the morning, and nobody's even checked my injury. So the lady that I spoke to, she said that, what did she say? She said that she's going to get someone who's medically trained to call me back, because I said to her that I'm heading home. So I headed home, and the hospital who was doing my surgery, my knee surgery, had told me to use a special antiseptic wash to wash myself for up to 5 days before surgery, just for like any infections, cross-contaminations, MRSA stuff. And so I had that at home. And so I got home and my husband helped me shower and just kind of wash the area. The bleeding had like calmed down, but we covered the wound over, and then we waited for 111 to call us back. Now, we waited like 2 hours. I laid down because I was really exhausted. In 2 hours, they called us back, and we had already started getting ready to leave to go to another hospital. And so that's what we did. We told 111 we was going to Broomfield Hospital, which is in Chelmsford, which is a little bit of a drive away for me. But I knew that it would be a better experience, and I knew that I'd be seen a lot quicker. I think because where we went, it covered such a wide kind of area, many different areas, that it was just, honestly, I've never seen a hospital like it. I'll never go back to that hospital. So yeah, we went to Broomfield Hospital in Chelmsford, and thank God, like, we got seen really, really quickly. We went to urgent care or whatever, and we sat down for about 10-15 minutes, and then like the triage nurse or whoever see me, she said, we need to send you for x-ray. We went straight to x-ray. We was the first one, just walked in, and then it was like, yep, come through. They x-rayed, and then she said, go back to the urgent area. And she said, I'm going to send over the x-rays right now, so just let them know that they should be there by the time you get back, and hopefully they'll see you. So we got straight there, told them that the x-ray should be there. The lady who see me in the triage, she looked at it straight away, and after she finished looking at it, we sat down for another like 15-20 minutes, and she came back and said, right, there's no glass in there, thank God, we are going to stitch you up. And so yeah, I had to have my bottom numbed, and I've had 7 stitches put in to my bottom, my bum cheek. So that was really, really painful and very sore, and a bit traumatic. But yeah, I kind of still was like, okay, I told them I'm meant to be having knee surgery in the morning, and they said, okay, just let the hospital know that we've put stitches in and stuff like that. They'll probably put you on a course of antibiotics and stuff. They didn't say, you know, they wouldn't do the surgery or anything like that. They just said, you know, just let them know, and they'll probably put you on a course of antibiotics and stuff like that. But they cleaned the wound out and everything. My husband was very queasy and had to take a step out of the room because he just said it was like a lot to look at, and I needed to hold his hand because it was just not a nice thing to go through. But yeah, he had to kind of skedaddle out of the room. But yeah, I'm all sewn up and I'm all on the mend, and it was just really disappointed that when we got to the hospital in the morning after they stitched me up, I did explain to him that what had happened. I fell over, I really badly injured myself. I've had to have stitches yesterday, and my surgeon come in and had a look, and he said, I don't think we could do the surgery today. And I was like, oh no. And he said, I'm gonna take some pictures if that's okay, and send over the pictures to a team of like surgeons or the board or whatever. I'm gonna go in with my little concealer stick. which is is this Be Perfect or something like that, which is kind of cool. I really like this. So yeah, he took some pictures and he said, you know, I'm just going to let you know that this may be cancelled. So just hold tight and let's see what they come back. He just said that the thing is with stuff like that, the risk of like infection, I was going to say contamination, the risk of infection is high, because he said even though the wound looks okay, like it looks good, it doesn't look infected or anything like that. He said if they do the surgery on my leg and my bottom gets infected and it sort of goes over to my leg, then we're going to have a really bad issue on our hands. Like I could, potentially lose my leg if it gets infected. And he said he don't feel comfortable or happy enough to do that when we could wait a couple weeks, wait for the stitches to come out of my bottom and then just go forth with the surgery. So we waited for the team to come back to him, and then as he suspected, he cancelled it, and he just said, you know what, like it's better to be safe than sorry. And I totally got that. And I was in a lot of pain from that incident, that I was willing to have surgery and be in pain in my leg and also pain with my bum cheek as well, and just kind of just suffer it and go through it, but he said like try and go home and get healed up from this, have the stitches taken out, and then we will contact you back with a new date. And I was like, oh no, I was like, is that going to be before Christmas or will it be after? And he said probably after now, because we are so close to Christmas. And I said okay. And in some sense I just felt like at least I can enjoy Christmas with the kids and stuff like that. I'm doing my makeup in the camera, I'm not even looking in the mirror, so I don't know how my makeup's going to turn out, but hey ho. I came home and I gave myself a week to heal, and that's why I'm sort of doing this video now, because I've had loads of messages from you guys saying I hope the surgery went well, like, and stuff like that, and I just haven't felt well to kind of like sit on my phone and like reply to people and stuff like that. I have said thank you to some people, but I haven't made them aware of what's happened. So yes, I wanted to just come on and make this video. And yeah, I have now got a new surgery date, which is in a few weeks. So it's just after Christmas. It's going to be on the 5th of January. So I'm happy that it's going to happen straight after Christmas. So I will get to enjoy Christmas, like sort of being not pain free, because I'm always in pain. I live in pain. That's I have chronic illness and I have pain in both my legs. I have fibromyalgia, which I have pain all over my body and stuff like that. So I don't live pain free, but I'm going to be in less pain than I would have been if I had surgery over Christmas. And the boys are like, oh, we're really sad that this happened to you, Mum, but in some sense it's quite nice that we'll get to spend Christmas together, and you won't be in so much pain and stuff like that, so we can enjoy our Christmas. And I was like, yeah, I do get that. So yeah, I am pretty much kind of healing at the moment. Let's put some, I'm going to put some bronzer on. So I go in with my like creamy stuff, and then I go in with my powdery stuff. So yeah, so I've like taken a few days to kind of heal with the bottom area, and now like it's healing really well. I haven't been able to take the bandages off yet, so sort of showering and getting dressed has been a bit of a pain in the backside. Literally, but I feel a lot better today, so hence why I was like, I'm gonna give you guys a video and I'm gonna film a video. I don't think I'm gonna have as much content out this month as I normally do, but I am gonna try and do a little something for you and for me, because like doing YouTube is like just a piece of sanity for me. It's my happy place. So I'm going in with my nude stick blusher. I love this blusher, it's a bit worn. I have two colours. I have this colour here, which is a nice sort of, they're like kind of nudie colours. I just like my makeup to look quite natural and stuff like that, and I don't like to put too much makeup on. And as you can see, I don't really feel that I need foundation anymore, and my skin is getting more mature, and I think that when you put too much makeup on, it just really sinks into any like fine lines and stuff that you have. So yeah, I don't really kind of put too much on my face. So yeah, I just thought that I would do some content, and like I said, I have a really big H&M haul which I think you are gonna like. I've noticed that H&M, one of the videos that literally get the most views on my channel, so you obviously like them. I'm going in with this Huda Beauty, should I say, Huda Beauty, what one is this? Blondie, this is called. This is just to set my under eyes, and I don't put a lot on. I know like some people like bake and stuff like that. I don't do that because, again, in fine lines, I basically just put a tiny bit in to set under my eyes, and then I just kind of go over my face with the rest that's on here, just so it kind of like keeps the oils down, because I am quite oily. So I just kind of like pat it everywhere, and then I will go in with a setting spray which will lift my face again and make it look a little bit more dewy, but not like too oily. But I will get oily throughout the day, it just happens. So I'm gonna actually put a little bit of, I have got my eyebrows, I do have my eyebrows tattooed, or whatever you call it. What are these called? Microbladed. I got them done quite a few years ago, and they don't seem to want to be fading very much. I mean, now fading in a few places, but I just want this bit here to fade. I hate that it's so prominent here, but I've kind of got over it. You know, there's nothing I could do about it, so I don't dwell on it as much now. But it is something that you learn as you go along, doing all these beauty things to yourself. Just be very, very wary about what you're doing to yourself, because once you do something that's permanent, I mean, it's not permanent, apparently it's semi-permanent, but this, I've had this done. My eyebrows are naturally this shape. I just, yeah, obviously they're naturally shaped. My mum had eyebrows like this. So as you can see, this, my hair is all here. I just kind of like pluck these bits here, but I just don't like this bit being so prominent here. I don't have any rings on, guys, if you're wondering where my wedding ring is, but I always take it off when I go to bed at night, just because where I have lost weight, it slips off my hand, so I only like to wear it when I'm awake and I'm aware that it's on my hand, because yeah, I don't want it to fall off while I'm sleeping and then I can't find it, blah blah blah, whatever. So I take all my jewellery off when I go to sleep, apart from my little huggies. So what have I done? Oh, so I put a tiny bit of mascara on the bottom lashes, like just a little bit, just because I have my hybrid false lashes. They're lash extensions. I don't put lashes on myself anymore. I can't be bothered, but this is a little bit more pricey, expensive to be getting your lashes infilled all the time. A little bit annoying, but again, the things we do as women are beauty, whatever. But I mean, it makes me happy and I'm not hurting anybody. So yeah, I mean, that's what's been happening with me the last couple of weeks. I'm just looking in my little, this is my little bag, that my little zip up bag that I keep in my handbag, and it's just got, it shouldn't really be see-through because you can see everything that's in there, but it stays in my bag anyway. I don't really pull it out. But I was looking for my Clarins. I knew I bought myself another one of these because my one in my bag at the moment is nearly empty, and I love this. I honestly love Clarins skincare. It's my favourite skincare. Honestly, I'll show you guys in a minute my skincare, but I love this lip gloss as well. I don't know, a long time ago, I think I told you guys that I went into Boots to get a new Fenty lip balm, or whatever it's called, I'm sure it's called lip balm. And the guy who was working on the Clarins, he said, "Oh, can I help you?" And I said to him, "Oh, I'm just looking for the Fenty lip balm," and he was like, "Can I just show you our one on the Clarins and just, you know?" And I was like, "I'm really like the Fenty," and then I said to him, "Oh, okay, that's fine, let me see." And then he showed me this, and I was sold, and I absolutely love it. I've got it in the colour chocolate. It's so nice. It just gives my lips a tiny bit of colour. But yeah, I like it. And I don't really wear lipsticks anymore. I'm not a fan of lipstick. Every now and then I wear a red lip, but I'm not really a fan of lipsticks. Right, let's give my face a spray quickly. And I normally use Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and I have this other one which is like a really strong one. It's quite expensive, and I think I got it from Sephora. But I was in Primark a few weeks back, and I see this one, and it says Up All Night, and this definitely is the dupe of the Urban Decay All Nighter, which I used to use all the time. And I don't know why. I think my one finished, and I was like, let me try the Charlotte Tilbury, and then I've just been getting the Charlotte Tilbury. But I used to love the Urban Decay one, and I knew this was a dupe. You can see it, the packaging looks exactly the same, and it's called Up All Night. So I picked this up, and actually I really like it. And you can go in a little bit more because it's a lot cheaper. It was £3.50, and normally the one that I buy that's like this size is about 20 something pounds for the Urban Decay. So I normally have a fan in my drawer. I've got one here. This one is probably a little bit dirty. It is dirty. Look at the colour of that. But we're just gonna fan. It's been in my makeup drawer, and that's why, and it's a little bit broken. But I like to use my fan just to kind of like dry my face. So I think I'm done with my makeup, and this is kind of like what I do sort of when I put makeup on, or even when I'm going out. This is just what I do. I might put something a little bit more, like a bit of highlighter on maybe, or whatever, but I honestly don't go in too much with the makeup these days. I just more like a kind of natural look in terms of my makeup. I don't like too much on it, too much on my face. But anyways, I just obviously wanted to come on and just let you guys know that I'm doing well and I'm fine. And yeah, surgery got cancelled due to me falling over and really hurting myself. So I am recovering from that, but I am okay. And surgery is going to be on the 5th of January now, not the 27th of December. It is what it is. I guess everything happens for a reason. So that's how I'm kind of taking it. But in terms of like going to the hospital on my surgery day, I was so nervous, like leading up to it, and like really trying to get myself prepared, and I felt like I wasn't prepared and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, all over the place. And then when I actually got up in the morning on the 27th to go to the hospital, I kind of felt so calm and really like I'm ready. Like I just didn't have that really anxious feeling, so which was really nice. I hope that on the 5th of January I get that feeling again, where I just feel calm and I'm ready for it. Because yeah, the lead up was, it was a nightmare. Just feeling like, oh my god, I'm not ready for Christmas. Like there's things in the house that I want to do, and like I'm worried and scared of how much pain I'm going to be in. Like, you know, I already suffer with a lot of pain, and how much more am I going to be in? How am I going to move around the house? It just like your head just goes away with itself, and it was just running away with itself. But actually on the day I kind of felt so calm and just ready. So yeah, I do hope that I feel the same when it comes to the 5th of January. But in some cases I'm kind of happy because yeah, we've kind of done things in the house while I've had this time at home. Like we had the bedroom new carpet put down, hubby bought us a new bed, which is good. I've got an ottoman bed now. So needed that, because honestly I was just running out of storage. Our house is not massive, and I've got a lot of clothes and shoes and stuff, and yeah, it was getting a bit in here. But so we've got a new ottoman bed where you just lift it up, and I've put all my long boots in there and just everything that needs to be put away. So I'm really happy about that. And the boys' bedroom's been sorted out, and you know, had a little bit of a makeover, which is good. Haven't got my Christmas tree out yet though. It is, what's the day today? The 2nd of December or the 3rd of December. But we will be doing it at some point this week, which is nice. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Christmas now and spending it with the boys and being able to just enjoy the celebrations and not being in pain. Although don't tell anyone, but I was slyly looking forward to it just to make everybody wait on me hand and foot, like, so I literally didn't have to do anything and really milk it. So I was looking forward to that, and I was like, oh man, I've got to wait a few more weeks to milk it out of these 3 men in my life. I mean, they are so good. Like I said, like, I do suffer with chronic illness, so I do get a lot of help from them, but I do try myself to do as much as I can, and sometimes I do overwork myself and make myself feel more ill because, you know, as a mum, you just want to do these things, and yeah, I do sometimes overdo it. And so yeah, I am looking forward to being waited on completely hand and foot by 3 of them. So yeah, a few more weeks to go and I can be like, you get me this, I need that. It's going to be great. But anyways, I am going to love you and leave you. Again, I just wanted to give you an update. I've missed you all so much. I know it's only just been over a week, and I did upload a little video that I done with the boys before surgery. It was actually the day before I fell over. So, well, a couple of days before actually. Yeah, about 2 days before. And I was in good spirits as well. So yeah, it was just a shame that, you know, I had the accident and whatever. But I have got another video that I done with the boys, which I will upload. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, because I know obviously it hasn't got as many views as like some of my other videos, but I know there are some of my OGs or some of my subscribers who are really kind of like interested in me as a person. I know that you all enjoy me as a person as well as my try on hauls and come shop with me's, but there are obviously some of you that, you know, want to know more about my life and see more videos with the boys in it. And so yeah, these videos are for you. And yeah, if you do enjoy sort of the come shop with me's and try on hauls, I will do as much as I can, but I can't promise that there's going to be a lot over the next sort of couple of months, just because yeah, we've got Christmas coming up and I wasn't planning on doing any videos, hence why I'm like, oh no, what can I do for you guys? But I did a big massive H&M order, so that's going to be good. But I'm not quite sure with the come shop with me's. I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like all over the place, but I'll sort something out. I'll make you guys some content. So yeah, anyway, thank you for sticking around with me, and thank you for being so supportive, and thank you to everybody who has sent me a message of love and support and care. Honestly, it really does mean so much to me, so thank you so much. But yeah, I'll see you all in my next video very, very soon, which I'll be filming today. You will get this video this week at some point, and like I said, the days are all messed up, so I'll try and get back to schedule next week, at least, you know, on a Wednesday and a Sunday, fingers crossed. But yeah, just look out for my videos. Again, turn on your notifications so that you will get a notification when I upload. And again, if you do enjoy my videos, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed, please just check your subscribe list, and if I'm not there, I would love it for you to tap on the subscribe button and be part of my YouTube family. We're almost at 30k and I can't believe it. I'm so chuffed with, you know, all of you guys being here with me. It means the absolute world. Get your words out, Jode. Honestly, you guys know me by now. I always get tongue-tied and I don't talk proper English. I'm a little bit of a rogue. But yeah, anyways, love you all so much, and I'll see you all in my next video very, very soon. Mwah. Bye guys.